Welcome to this tutorial where we will be going through some of the basics in Fusion 360, and we will be producing this doorstop here, which is doorstop 1. If you are wanting to make doorstop 2, you can also open up the drawing here in our class notebook and use the same skills to produce that one as well. So in Fusion, the first thing we're going to do is make sure that we have saved our work. So I'm going to hit the save button up the top here. I'm going to go to my tutorials menu and my year 8 design technology, and we are just going to call this Doorstop 1. And then I'm just going to save that one there. Going back to our technical drawing, we can see that the material, so we're going to make it like we would so in the classroom. So we're just going to have our material, so a piece of wood that is going to be 45 wide by 35 tall by 180 long. So I come back here, I'm going to create a sketch, and I'm going just to select this plane on the right, selecting my 2-point rectangle tool, starting in the origin. I click, and then we go out. So I want it 35 tall by 45 wide, and you can go between these two measurements by hitting tab on your keyboard. And then if I click again, we can see that that is 35 by 45. So that is the end profile of our material. If I finish that sketch, it should go around like this. We go back to our drawing and we want to make it 180 long. I select that. If we come up the top, we have our extrude, and we want to make that 180. If we hit enter, it will look like this. We can go up to our movement box and hit home, and it should zoom in. So that looks like our piece of material, like we would have in the workshop. Next, we want to create the taper, so that slant that goes up the side. And we can do that by selecting the side profile. So if I select the side profile there, we want to create another sketch on that side profile. So on one end, it comes up 4 mils, and on the other end, it goes that whole 35. So we don't want to use the rectangle tool, we're just going to use that line tool. And I'm going to come up 4 mils, and we're going across to the opposite corner, then down and across. If we finish that sketch, we should be able to select this top component here. Using our extrude tool, we can negatively extrude that. So there's 2 ways to do this. So we can either grab this arrow and drag that across, and we can see that that is going to remove that part of the material. Or over here on our thing distance, we just want to make that negative 45, and that is going to take it away. So we can see that we have that taper on our material there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our curve and the hole in our material as well. So having a look on our diagram, we can see that the hole in our doorstop has a diameter of 20 mils, and then the curve around the end has a diameter of 22.5, which is half of our 45 there. We're going to select the bottom of our doorstop, and we're going to create a new sketch on it. To start with, I go to the create menu, and we want to just create a 3-point arc. To start with, I'm going to come down 5, 10, 15, 20, so about there. there. And then we just want to go all the way to the top. So if I use my dimension tool, that should be about 22. If not, we'll make that 22.5. And this side, 22.5. And we want to select the circle tool here. And on this dot here, I want to create a circle that is 20 mils in diameter. And if we finish that sketch, we can see that I have my curve and also the hole here. And we are going to negatively extrude them as well, but we want to select all of them all together. So I want to select that hole, and holding down Shift on our keyboard, I can also select these two corners. And then we are going to negatively extrude like we did before. So if I drag that one all the way through, hit OK, we come up here to our movement wheel. We can see that I now have that curve and also our hole in our doorstop. Now we're just going to change the appearance. So hitting A on our keyboard, the appearance tab should come up over here. We want to go to Fusion Appearances, Wood Solid, Finished. And then if you haven't, you can download the 3D Pine Semi-Gloss, which I already have here. And if we click and drag that across, it'll change the appearance to look like pine. So now I have created my Doorstop 1 in Fusion. We'll hit Save up the top. Come back for the next tutorial on how to create the technical drawing for this doorstop.